The Tower Defense Simulator event just went live, which means I finally got the chance to get the brand new Sledger Tower. The only thing standing in my way was that cursed Frost Spirit, but no worries, he was no match for me and the Cat Gang. What's up, guys? Harry here, and I've already beaten the winter event a couple of times. I'm planning on making at least 2 different videos with the 2 different strats that I used, but that's gonna happen later. Right now, we're gonna be facing off against the Fallen King with 36 Sledgers plus supports. The first thing I gotta tell you here is you gotta get this tower. It's an amazing event tower, way better than I expected it to be. And you're gonna see from this gameplay footage, it can kill any enemy on the field of battle except the hidden ones. It doesn't matter if it's the giant boss or the tank or the Templar. His freezing ability stops him in their tracks, and then he just bonks them into oblivion. If you don't know, the Sledger is a melee tower, so I'm gonna go ahead and compare it to the ultimate TDS melee tower, the Gladiator. These towers are surprisingly similar. Both have a range of 6 at max level, and both are able to hit more than one enemy at a time. The biggest difference between these 2 towers is the damage per second, where the Gladiator deals a devastating 80 DPS, but the Sledger only does 40. But there is a catch here. At level 3, the Sledger gains the ability to freeze enemies, and then at level 4, it gains the ability to deal double damage to enemies that it's frozen. So at max level, it would actually be able to do 80 DPS to frozen enemies. Of course, it first has to hit the enemy to freeze it, and then bonk him again to do that much damage. And with the swing rate being 1.25 and the freeze time being 1.5, the tower's only going to have enough time to hit an enemy once while it's frozen, unless you're using the Commander. Now, this is the point that I really want to drive home for you guys. The Commander is extra effective with this tower. Since its call to arms ability makes towers attack 50% faster, the Sledger would then have time to attack a frozen enemy twice before it's unfrozen. So it's even more important that you're using the Commander to buff the Sledger, because you're actually giving it the ability to do so much more damage. This is why you're going to see in this video that none of the enemies really get out of the spawn, which is the same thing that we were able to do with the Gladiator for this challenge. So even though on paper the Gladiator is a stronger tower, the Sledger is right up there with it, man. I'm gonna say this again, you want this tower. It is way better than last year's winter event tower, the Frost Blaster. Just look at these stats here. Actually, don't look at these stats. Get this thing out of here. It doesn't even deserve to be in the presence of the Sledger. Now, because this tower doesn't have hidden detection, we did have to throw down some minigunners and a couple of mill bases, but we put them so far in the back that they weren't able to attack any other enemies. And the supports we're going to use here are, of course, the Commander, the DJ, and the Electroshocker. As I already said, the Commander's basically going to make this tower unstoppable. The DJ is not able to boost its melee range beyond 6, but it is going to boost the Commander range and make the Sledger cheaper to upgrade. And the Electroshocker is going to slow the zombies down, but honestly, we didn't even need this ability because the enemies are frozen the entire time anyway. Now, a minor drawback of the Sledger Tower is the fact that it has a placement limit of 6. This is because it is just so OP. No towers in this game have a placement limit unless they're OP. Not even the Gladiator has one. So that means we could only place 36 on the field of battle at any one time because Mega Servers got nerfed down to 6 people from 8. Moving on, the strategy we used here was to put down our Sledgers in a single file line so that any enemies that got past the front ones would continue getting bonked. You're going to see that I was able to double stack one Sledger behind another at the very front of the map, but I'd say this is ineffective considering the fact that it basically ruins the tower's range. And since you have a placement limit, you might as well put all 6 of them side by side. Now let me go ahead and give a shout out to my frozen teammates for this game: Alekfe, Ask Carlo, Gummy Demon 12, Nixalized, and Rusty Saloctum 666. Now go ahead and sit back, relax, and grab a frozen cat, and I'll see you right back here at the end. Wow, okay, we got him down to half health. It did so much damage that I actually think we could have killed the Fallen King on this map if the Sledger had no placement limit. Just go back and look at how much time he wasn't taking any damage at all. And then go back and look at how much damage he takes right on the final 2 turns heading towards our base. The Sledger just melts his health. This is because there's Sledgers on both sides of the path being buffed by the commander, and we weren't really able to do this on any other part of the map because we had to keep rotating our towers to the back. Another messed up thing here is that the freezing effect doesn't work on the Fallen King. Just imagine if he would have gotten frozen. That would have allowed the Sledger to do double damage to him, and it would be so cool to see the giant Fallen King frozen. And come on, even if this tower doesn't freeze him on each swing, give it like a 5% chance of freezing him. That would be so fun. So my verdict on this tower right now is that it's just too much fun to use, and it's cheap enough to be a good starting game tower, so maybe I can make a solo Fallen strat with it? If you guys need help beating the winter event and getting the Sledger tower, go ahead and join my Discord server. You can do that at discord.gg/JustHarrisonThings. There is a ton of people in there right now coordinating and helping one another take down the Frost Spirit. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button with your forehead, hit that subscribe button with your big toe, and turn on notifications however you can so you don't miss any of my amazing upcoming content. And I will see you guys next time. Take care, be safe, and never forget what I always say. Peace.